So hopefully the lighting is a little bit better now because it's gone sunny, but you never know if it might decide to just go back in again. So once my hair's dried, this is what it looks like. It's kind of like a big Hermione Granger, slightly deranged look. But it's okay because we're going to section it off now and start to straighten it. So the first thing I like to do is make sure I've got plenty of hair clips. And then I like to section it into two main sections. So down the centre, down your parting, make sure you've got everything. And then I like to section it into two sections. Section 1 can just go up here and remain clipped up until we're done with section 2. And then with section 2 I like to just section it to the kind of bottom part and then clip the rest of it up. And just twizzle it and clip it up, it doesn't have to be in any particular way. And then with a big round brush I like to just brush it out, any tangles you might have, which I generally do have if I've used a hairdryer. Makes my hair really tangly. So I like to kind of get it really smooth and taut on the brush. And then I'm going to just use my wide GHD straighteners. And I'm just going to gently glide over the hair. And the reason that it works better when it's taut is I find it just kind of eliminates any frizz that you might have. You do have to do it a couple of times if you're doing a bigger section like I am doing now. But I'm going to show you what I do with another pair of straighteners in a minute too, so you can really kind of see. And then I can just sort of go in on smaller sections, just make sure they are 100% smooth. I'm not going to worry about the ends too much at the moment because I'm going to do the ends with my Cloud9 straighteners because I feel like they're better for the ends. So I like to just make sure everything's really nice and smooth. And you can see what it looks like. It's kind of not 100% perky straight, it's still got a little bit of natural movement to it, which is what I like. So I like to just get it all out the way. Then the next part, I'm going to just grab another part from inside, and I work in layers. So another layer from the inner part. I'm going to brush it outwards again. Always try and brush it outwards if you're trying to create a little bit more volume, because I feel like the closer to the roots you go with your straighteners, the kind of flatter appearance you're going to get, and I don't really like that look. That noise you keep hearing is the tangles of my hair on the brush. It's just got this one little area that's really tangly. So I'm just going to just keep doing that until I can get it. Okay. So hold it really taut at the end. And then it just run your straighteners down it. And I try and kind of always hold the straighteners facing outwards because I find that kind of helps give a little bit more, again, lift and just give that kind of rounder shape, that more flattering shape for my hair, I feel anyway. So I just like to make sure that any parts that I've missed in the back areas are smooth. There's nothing worse than when you've straightened your hair and then you discover that you've got a kinky back part. I always see girls like in the street that have got that, and I just think, don't you look at the back of your hair in the mirror? Don't worry again, like I said, about kind of frazzled ends just yet, because they will be fixed. So now I'm just going to carry on like this all the way around. I'm not going to show you every little part that I do because it'll be a really long video, but I'm going to come back to the part where I do the kind of upper layer of my hair. And the majority of my hair is pretty straight by now, and I'm just going to do the top part of my hair, which you can see on this side. is still curly, and the front section, I find the kind of top and front section are really, really important because they're what help give you those kind of framing features to your face. So I'm just going to brush out any tangles, which I have got so many of. This is why I don't tend to diffuse my hair when it's curly as well, because it makes it just so tangly. And then I just like to hold it like this and just smooth it down, and then the same on kind of smaller sections. I am going to show you in a minute how I like to kind of shape it using the other straighteners, because that really does make a big difference. So there we have it. My hair's not kind of 100% poker straight, it's kind of got a little bit of movement to it, a little bit of body, and I'm just going to stand up as well so I can kind of show you. That's what the bottom looks like. And yeah, so it's still got quite a lot of body to it. And then I like to just kind of play around with how I'm going to wear it. So I like to just kind of run my fingers through it, make sure that my parting's as I would like it to be, scrunch up the middle just to give it a bit more body, and then I'll bring it to the front and I'll start on this area. So just comb it through, and then I'll just clip it back again, just very lightly. You want to do this, and just to get those lovely kind of defined ends, I'm going to take my Cloud9 straightener, which looks like this. I've got it onto the highest heat setting. So I'm just going to take that down there, and I'm going to come a little bit closer so you can see. And then I'll take a piece about that size and just very gently curl the tip so it kind of curls inwards like that. So take a smallish piece, curl the tip. Now you can kind of do it so it's really proper curly parts at the bottom if you like that kind of look. If you want, you can kind of just flick it ever so slightly. I like to have them kind of facing similar directions, just because I feel like it just creates much more of a kind of fuller effect. So I will just do that all over my hair, and the most important parts to do it on, I feel, are the kind of middle sections, because I feel like they're the sections that give you all the definition around your face. I just put it on my knee, the straightener, and I've really burnt it. So because my hair's cut in layers, it's a lot easier to do this too, because I can kind of create a nice fuller effect due to, oh, I dropped the hairbrush, due to the layering. So I'm just going to curl it at the bottom, like so. You can have it, as I said, whatever shape you like to have it. It doesn't have to be like this. I tend to sometimes kind of play around with it, and I'll wear it one day that shape and then another day I'll wear it another shape. Really depends on what you like. So just hook that back again, brush it through, and then just curl the tips. Just to create that beautiful kind of wave. And I think it just adds that really kind of lovely sleek look as well, but it's kind of got a little bit of character and a little bit of bounce. I actually love my hair when it's been professionally blow dried, but for the life of me I can't get it to look like it's been professionally blow dried, so this is kind of my imitation of a bouncy blowout. And then the front sections are really important. I like to curl these facing inwards because I feel like they just frame my face much better. So I like to kind of take this part here and just wave them around the face so you get that kind of gradual layering effect. And it helps make your hair just look much more kind of polished and groomed if you look at this side compared to the frazzled mess
And
that is
the
side.
finished look. So to just finish it off, I'm just going to use a little bit of hair serum. This is the GHD Shining Serum for dry, frizzy hair. Just a little pump of that just on the ends, just to kind of smooth everything out. So I kind of scrunch it into the end, because you don't want to ruin all those beautiful kind of waves that you've created. So I just scrunch it into the end. I don't take any on top because I don't want my hair to get greasy. But that's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was useful. So many of you have requested me to do this, so I've finally gotten around to doing it, and I hope you liked it. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.